When you think of gardens, two things probably spring to mind: fresh vegetables and colorful flowers. But there's a new way of using gardens as a way to clean the environment. They're called rain gardens and they're growing in popularity.
And in Washington, there's actually state support to help homeowners build rain gardens just because it is such a benefit to the public.
So, why do we need rain gardens? Well, our cities are full of concrete and asphalt and they can't absorb water. So, when it rains, that water collects oil and other chemicals from these surfaces before flowing into storm drains. During a recent rainstorm, a lot of chemicals were being swept into Boker Creek, which crosses through Saanich, Victoria, and Oak Bay before finally reaching the ocean.
People were down at the Boker Creek brush up and they were wondering what was wrong with their creek and wondering if someone was dumping something into it because it was a terrible color and it was cloudy. Most likely all it was all those surfaces that had been dry all summer getting washed off into the creek.
So the city of Victoria is tackling the problem by installing 2 rain gardens along the creek near the Jubilee Hospital on Trent Street. They are designed to absorb and filter rainwater. Using certain kinds of rocks, soil, and plants, this is how they work.
Instead of going directly into a catch basin, which would then go into a storm drain pipe, the rain goes into the rain garden. It gets filtered through the rain garden. That which isn't absorbed in the ground permanently gets piped into the storm drain in a much improved water quality condition.
Although the city of Victoria is just getting started, Douglas believes that an ideal city would have hundreds of rain gardens.
People are recognizing that it's worth learning about because there's so many benefits to doing things this way instead of just having the normal hard surfaces, curbs and gutters that deliver pollution straight to the creek.
Rain gardens have only been around for about 20 years, but the concept is as old as dirt. And the payoff, well, just ask the University of Victoria, who have been putting them in for about 6 years.
From the point of view of having to come back to them and work on them as because of some kind of failure, it hasn't happened. Every one of them has worked up to my expectation.
And the great thing about this idea is that as rain gardens get older, they work even better.
As the plants mature and get bigger, of course, their water needs will increase. So they'll actually transpire more of the water out of the system than they are doing currently.
Back on Trent Street, there's a lot riding on the success of the new rain gardens.
This could be a green print for the city of Victoria. We wanted to try one in an appropriate location, which was this, install it and see how it goes.
So if the Trent Street rain gardens are successful, you may just see more of them popping up around town. For The Daily, I'm Alan Piffer, your summer intern reporter.